Okay, can you guys hear me? Yeah. I just want to say I have no poems, so sorry for that. Let me start off by saying, what does a global citizen do? Should a global citizen learn all 6,500 languages of this world? I know two, so I've only got 6,498. Or should a global citizen apply for all 196 passports of 196 countries? And let me tell you, at the Indian embassy, even we Indians have a problem getting around. No, a global citizen merely recognizes him or herself to be a part of the world that we live in, regardless of color, caste, or creed. The actions of a global citizen will build the community's values and principles. Now, a global citizen can do many, many things to build the values of a community. They can help the poor, they can clean the streets, etc., etc. But what truly makes a global citizen is his or her ability to go out of his or her way to overlook color, caste, creed, or self-preservation and help someone. Now, imagine seeing an old lady wanting to cross the road. She's afraid of the oncoming traffic. Will you help her? I wouldn't help her. Why? What am I going to get in return? A candy? That's not enough. That's too much work for no gain whatsoever. My topic is the most cliche topic there is. Helping. Everyone thinks this topic is so cliche because they know all about it already. Or so they think they do. Everyone thinks that should the opportunity arise, they can run into a telephone booth, throw on their capes, and turn to global citizens. But let me tell you, helping is neither cliche nor easy. Had Rose moved her lazy body just an inch or two, Jack might have been alive. Rose was not a global citizen. Helping people does save lives. Rose was a murderer, she killed Jack. But I'll tell you of a situation where helping people did save a life. This happened around 14 to 16 odd years ago. I initially read it in an archive of an old newspaper. So a young family, they were at a night out, yeah? There was a mother, a father, a small baby, and the mother was even pregnant. So they finished eating at the restaurant, they got on their kinetic Honda, and they headed home. They were, content with their lives. The baby was even laughing as the wind tickled his face. Then they never saw it coming. All they did see was the blinding flash of the headlights as the truck rammed into them. The father was thrown to one side, the mother to another, and the baby to heaven knows where. The mother was the first one to wake up. She, as a mother's instinct would force her, she looked for her baby first. She looked left, she looked right, and then seeing the baby, she found the baby. And you know where the baby was? On the side of the road. No one even gave a second glance to the baby. Imagine a crying baby wailing on the road. What are you going to do? You try to pick it up, look for its mother. No one. They just walked past. She ran to her baby, picked the baby up, and she looked for her husband. And she couldn't find him anywhere. He wasn't up, he wasn't looking for anyone. Then she saw a crowd of people gathered on the other side of the road. She went to that crowd, expecting the worst but hoping for the best. In that crowd, she pushed through, and when she looked down, she could see a thick red liquid flowing to her feet. She followed that trail, and at the end of that trail was the disfigured body of her husband. Now, at this moment, she was in utter shock. She was traumatized. She grabbed her husband and she was screaming to the people standing on the side, "Help me! Come on, help my husband! He's dying! Please help me!" No one came. Why should they come? It's only more hassle for them. There's court calls, police investigations, etc., etc. They don't have to come. Some people even thought, he's not my caste. I don't want to touch him. No one came. She literally went to the side of the road where the people stood. She grabbed the men by their shirts and said, "Come, help me, please help me, my husband is dying." No one budged. Then, out of that madding crowd came a man, a boy. Prashant was his name. He pushed through the crowd. He didn't care about anything. He pushed through, he went to the man, and without thinking twice, he went, grabbed the man up, his shirt all wrinkled, everything, the blood splashing on his shirt. He grabbed that man and hailed for an auto rickshaw. And now these auto rickshaws, when you want them the most, they're nowhere to be found. But when you don't want them, they're everywhere. So he hailed the auto rickshaw, he put the man inside, and he put the woman inside, the baby as well. And on the side of the auto rickshaw, he saw something was there. He wondered, it was a dark night, and he looked closer, he went for a closer look, and what he saw then scarred him for the rest of his life. What he saw then was the dangling leg of that man. It was literally hanging on the side of the auto rickshaw. But Prashant, without any fear, without any hesitation whatsoever, took it and placed it next to the man. Now Prashant, he didn't wait for that auto to go so he can follow in another auto. He stood next to the driver, he hung on, and he went to the nearest hospital. At the hospital, there nearly 10 emergency doctors worked on this man for 12 hours. There were plastic surgeons, facial-maxillary surgeons, cardiologists, orthopedics, and all different kinds of ER specialists. As the operation went on, the family started pouring in for support. As the operation finished, the man's mother came in as well, and she went to her daughter-in-law, and she asked, "Where's my son?" You know, she's an old lady, so news takes some time to reach her. She asked, "Where's my son? I heard something happened." And the lady pointed to the ICU ward. There are 4 rooms in the ICU ward. She pointed to the ICU ward. And the mother-in-law ran straight away, not waiting for any further instructions. She went, she looked through room number 1. No. Room number 2, there's nothing. Room number 3, no one's even there. Room number 4, no. She came back to the lady, and she asked, "Where? My son isn't in any of them. Where is he?" The lady took her mother-in-law by her hand and took her to the second ICU room. And she said, "That's your son." The mother-in-law at this moment, having realized that she couldn't even recognize her own son, dropped to her knees and started crying. Now, that man, because of Prashant, he is still alive today. And in fact, he lives and works in the UAE, which is how I was able to get such detailed information. I even called them here. "Can you please stand up, sir?" And madam. And where's the baby that was in the stomach? She's not here. Where's she? And the baby that was on the road? Because of one man, because of one global citizen, my family is here today. I'm standing on the stage and I'm talking to you today because of him. I'm a testament to what helping can do. When after a year after everything happened, we went looking for Prashant. We found him even. And we went with gifts, you know, with a shirt, pant, whatnot. We went to thank him. He said, "No, don't." And what we learned from him was that when you want to help someone, don't think about the consequences. Don't think about what caste or color or creed you're helping. Don't even think about the benefits of helping him. Just go and help. Because if one global citizen saved a family's life, it does matter. It mattered to my family. It matters to me. Thank you.